Hi, everyone. This is Morlyn. I'm a Aura leader and animal communicator. So today, this is the first time for me to record in English. And today I have three guests, beautiful guests. So I'd like to introduce them. Hang on. Okay. Thank you for coming to my program.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. So
Hi.
they had already experienced my role leading and animal communicating. So I'd like them to share about their uh, experience. So so anyone wants to talk first? Okay, so how about Sachiko?
Okay.
What did you experience?
Yeah, I had a I think I experienced several different things with Morlyn. So first time was the aura reading and also reading my past life. So, and then the second time, no, I think we did three different readings. So the second time was animal communication. I asked Morlyn to channel and access the dog we had, and he passed away 6 years ago from cancer. So we did that. And the third time was communicating with my late mom. She also passed away around 6 years ago. So that all three times, it was amazing experience. So should I go into it, or does everyone wants to hear details?
Yes,
Please.
Yeah. Okay. Which one is which one are you interested in hearing?
maybe a little bit of everything. Yeah,
Little bit of
right.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the first one, I have a business, so I asked Morlyn, how is my aura around my business? And she said, there's no blockage. Everything is looking great. Like, she gave me a huge stamp of approval that I'm going to do great. So nothing to worry about. So that was amazing. That was great to hear. But also I had this question about, I was feeling a lot of love for my clients, my family, my friends. But at the same time, I noticed that my energy gets drained super fast. So Morlyn suggested that she can look into my past life. So what she saw was me. I was a mom long time ago. I think it was like in old time in Japan, I think. And I was with my little boy. And I was almost kind of forced to love someone or trust someone, someone that we couldn't see or she couldn't see, but someone that I had to like really give my love to. So that's why my love and energy was depleting super fast in my current life. Whenever I try to give love, like it just like it goes like, it just goes away. So more and more I have to generate. I have to generate a lot of love and a lot of energy, and then that all goes away fast. So Morlyn did the contract. How do you say it? Contract break? Contract, like breaking the contract to let that go. So I don't have to give love and, like I don't have to be forced to love someone anymore. And that really helped me to realize like, oh, okay. So I I quit my job early this year. And after that, I achieved 7 figures in Japanese yen. But then
Wow.
after that, I had dip in income for a few months. So at the time, that's when I was talking to Morlyn about it. And I realized that when I reached 7 figures, I was full of love, and I was just like expressing my love to my kids and my husband, my friend, my clients. I was full, but when my brain goes like, okay, you reached 7 figure, now you have to go even further. Like you have to work harder. And that's when loving someone, appreciating, and all the gratitude became secondly important. So so that I remembered, and I started generating love again, and really, doing the, I don't know how to call Yayoi Sensei's term, zero
Gratitude. Point.
gratitude. Yeah, gratitude practice. Yeah. And then my income went back up again. So really, yeah, it really helped my business and also my relationship with my family. So that's one. The animal communication, my husband always felt sad and guilty about not realizing that he had cancer and he was suffering. So even after 6 years, it's been very difficult. So Morlyn was able to communicate with him. His name was Ichiro. And Ichiro.
Yes.
Yeah. And the message was that, no, it was painful, but I had so much fun with you guys. I'm always with you guys, and don't worry about it. And I'm happy here, and I'm always around you. So that gave a lot of peace. Yeah. And the third one with my mom was like, we did the interview about that, or it wasn't even an interview, it was a live reading. So I think if you're interested, maybe you can watch that. Different video than this. So that's my brief experience.
Yes, yes.
Beautiful.
That's great.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing us.
Yeah,
so,
you're welcome.
Yes, yes. So with Sachiko, I had a great experience with you. So yeah, that was really a good experience for me. And especially with your, mom who passed away 6 years ago. Like I'm translator to you, what she's saying, So that was really fun, So
yeah,
I felt her 口癖口癖なんだ
the habit.
Yeah.
habit yeah so she said そうだったそうだったわよねなんだったっけ
そうなのよ
そうだったのよ
ね。
そうだったのよねみたいなそう yes そう that's it so I can I can feel what is her habit what was her habit
Yeah.
so that's really interesting to know about her
Yeah.
her I mean your mother so
yeah, because when you were telling me that, like your voice really sounded like her. And yeah, and then she used to say that all the time. She was not a talker, she was more like always agreeing and yes so like そうだったのよ is like really like her.
Really,
that's what she always said.
Yeah so I think after this session with you Sachiko I hope your emotion or fear was better than before session.
Oh yeah, Yeah.
Yes,
So
that's really nice
yeah,
to
I was
hear.
telling Morlyn about this, that I did process a lot inside, like in my inner work on my own for this, 6 years. And I was at a pretty good place. I still like missed her, and I had some, of course, I missed her, but then, hearing her through Morlyn was very different experience. It was another layer of healing. It's like one layer deeper than the healing you can do just on your own with grief. So yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so who's gonna be next? How about Miho?
Okay. Yes.
Yes, please.
So I did the animal communicating with Morlyn. We have 2 dogs, rescue dogs, and then we adopted them. So one is, so both of them are pointers. Pointer is like ryoken in Japanese, like they hunt. One is a male boy. He's approximately estimated 6 years old now. He's a half wired hair pointer, German wired hair pointer. And then the other half is mixture of herding dogs and cattle dogs, like Australian Shepherd, what was it? Cattle dog and the border collie, something like that. We did a genetic test. And the other one, did I tell you the name? His name is Bonaparte. With my mother-in-law named him after Napoleon Bonaparte because he was chubby when we adopted him. And Napoleon is kind of chubby, and his clothes is kind of like covered with like a dark brown on the back. So it looks like he's wearing jacket. So yeah, and then she loves the history. So we named him Bonaparte. So the Bonaparte. And then the other one, her name is Hoku, Hoku. She was named by one of the rescue volunteer, and Hoku means star in Hawaii. Hoshi? Yeah. So background of them. Bonaparte, he was his parents were like senior couple, and the husband, I think he passed, and his wife, I think she was with him for a while, but she had to be transferred to an assisted living, like senior care home. So she couldn't keep Bonaparte. And her, I think son or somebody in the family asked the California GSP Rescue, that's where we adopted them from, to take care of him. And so I think he had been taken care of very well. He's very well mannered, but he was a little overweight. I think they're giving him a lot of treats. Hoku, on the other hand, I think she had a little bit rough life. We don't know exactly, but I think it's kind of embarrassing to say, but her nipples are a little bit stretched out. And then usually pointers, when they are used for hunting, their tails are cut and when they are actually after born, but her tail is long. So I don't think she was, probably she was from breeder. So I think she gave birth a few times, something like that. She was found on the street with multiple bone fractures, like hip was broken and right arm was broken completely. And then her paw were dislocated. Suspected that she was hit by cars twice. And a shelter found her on the street. And the doctor from the shelter were going to amputate, cut off the one arm. But they reached out, I think they reached that somehow they got contacted with California GSP Rescue, and they rescued her, and their doctor didn't amputate her leg. But anyways, so that was their backstory. And long story short, we adopted both of them. And they're actually my own dogs. I had a lot of nephews and nieces, and since they are rescued, I was wondering, what they're thinking. I don't know exactly their background, so I wanted to get to know them better. And soon after I found that Morlyn can communicate with them, like I got so excited. And then I talked to her a few times on the phone, and I asked her to communicate with Bonaparte and Hoku. Bonaparte, I don't think he has a lot of issue, but I wanted to ask both of them that they are not sad, or they're happy, they're okay, everything is okay. And both of them are happy. And Bonaparte, he barks at birds a lot. Sometimes it gets really annoying. And so I asked Morlyn to ask him why he does that all the time. Then what did he say? Like he said, he likes birds. It's not like he doesn't like birds. It's not like he tried to scare them, but he's very excited. Yeah. Yeah, and then Morlyn asked him if he could stop. He's getting a little, yeah. Yeah, it's not like he didn't like birds, but it's not like he wanted to just bark at them. Maybe, I don't know. So that was it, and he still barks, but I think it's a little better. I'm teaching him not to bark so hard, and okay. On the other hand, Hoku, so I wanted to ask her if she has any pains, because she still is handicapped, and sometimes well, she limps a little bit, and her paw is kind of sometimes it's very funny. The way she walks, it's a little bit funny, because this one kind of swing like this, because it's not stable. And I think after she has a lot of exercise, or she gets excited playing, then she start limping, and like a back right leg kind of, she start limping with that. So I was worried that if she has any pains, and but according to Morlyn communicating with her, she's okay. But Morlyn realized that kind of what was funny was Hoku, she wants to get attention. She's like a Me Too girl, always me too. And she said, "I'm cute, right? Like I'm pretty, isn't she? Am I not pretty?" Like she wants to be said that she is pretty, right? Is that right?
Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
yes,
me,
yes.
I'm here, I'm pretty. Yeah.
He wants attention. Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to tell her that more often, like, your princess, Hoku. Yeah. So yes. So I'm very happy. I think they are very happy, and that very helped. And another thing is that my husband, he doesn't. I don't think he believes in that kind of stuff, like oral reading. But when I told him, he's like, "Oh, that's great. Yeah, like we worried about that." So that was kind of a relief for me too. Yeah, thank you. That was great. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, normally rescue animals, they have only narrow emotion, right?
Right.
Yeah, because they don't want to get hurt anymore,
Right.
So normally only narrow. So when they're happy, they say, "Yeah, I'm happy." Not happy. Yes, I am happy. They don't say that.
They say it, but they don't look like happy.
Yeah. So when they are really sad, they say, "I'm sad." So only narrow emotion, right?
Flat emotion.
Shallow.
Yeah. So when normally, animals feel happy here or sad is here. This why, right? Shallow. but only they have narrow, saraf. So I can feel from them because, they already had so much sad or how can I say, or something really disgusting experience or something,
That
So,
experience in the past.
so that's why they don't want to feel anything.
They don't want to
much.
remember their pain anymore.
Yes,
So
yes,
that's
yes.
why they
That's
don't
why.
want to talk about it. Okay.
They've had enough, So when they're happy or sad, there's no big difference between,
They
happy
don't
or
show
sad.
them.
Yes, yes, yes. But Bonaparte and Hoku,
Mm.
they are really happy. I
So
didn't
happy
feel
to hear that.
anything. Yeah, so I didn't feel about, the feeling from them. So I thought, they really enjoy the life, So they are really happy with, both of you. So
Yeah, that makes us so happy. Thank you. Yeah, we such a relief.
So they're really lucky, dogs. Thank you.
We are lucky too.
Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so last one is Nanayo.
Yes,
Please
it's my
share.
turn.
Yes,
yes. I had a two experience of reading my aura and also reading my animal. I have two. So first of all, I would like to share information about the experience of myself. Morin-chan read my aura first time, and I was depressed because COVID-19 destroyed everything, including my private life and health and the job. That was very sad experience. And I was in trouble, but I took the lesson to create my business. I established Japan ambassador because I'm a professional tour guide. So that's why COVID-19 destroyed all my tour. That was canceled all my tours. So I lost my job. So I wanted to make my lesson to explain, place the tradition of Japan and the culture of Japan to everybody who's supposed to know, including Japanese. And that's my seminar. So I talked to Morning-chan about my seminar. What can I do about it? And she told me that I can raise my fee. So this is my first time, so I couldn't value my seminar lesson. So it was a little money I put on the price. And Morning-chan told me that I can raise my seminar fee. And October, it was like a trial for everybody. So it was kind of not so high price, inexpensive, but I raised my fee and adequately and adjusted. So in November, I was wondering what's going to happen to my students. I lost one student. She said she was busy, but I gained two more students join in my seminar. So Morin-chan was right. And I have a confidence of that. And thank you so much for the advice. And another advice is that she told me about the optimistic viewpoint about my family relationship and also my health. It makes me feel so much happier. I feel so much lighter. And I really appreciate what she told me. And I'm so happy about to hear what she said. So, and the next one is animal communicator, Kating, about reading aura of my cat. We had a cat, my daughter, and my son. I have two children and they love cats. Well, I never had the experience have a cat before. When I was a child, I had a dog at home, but cat, no, I didn't have any experience. But my children love so much about cats, so we decided to, well, we didn't decide anything. We just pop into the pet shop, and we love it at the first time. And Chartreuse. I don't know how to pronounce in French because it's a French cat. So we saw Chartreuse, and she was only 2 months. And she was so adorable, and we couldn't resist to bring her home. So my daughter, that was her first time to get the bonus, and she spent them all for a kitty cat. And we love her, we feed her, we touch her and kiss her, so many things. I think we did so many things to her. But first of all, we didn't know how to communicate her. So I was with her all the time. So she loves me. I can feel it. But she doesn't know how to get in touch with my children. And especially my son, he's kind of a quiet person, you know, typical Japanese man. So he's actually a college student, but he doesn't know how to communicate with her. And Morlyn-chan told me that she's confident with me, but she doesn't know how to contact with my children. So she told me to advise that children need to communicate, like saying hello or how are you. So that's I told my children, and of course they don't understand the psychic experience. They don't believe in, you know, it's a typical well, Japanese young people. They are not very well, they are kind of ignorant about the psychic experience. So first of all, they listened, but they listened carefully. And first of all, he changed a lot. The next morning, when I told about this experience, he said hello to my kitty cat, and they tried to communicate after all. And right now, every morning, my kitty cat talk to him first of all in the morning and says, yeah. It sounds like a good morning, how are you? And they communicate really changed. So and so as my daughter, she tried to talk to her. It was so nice experience, and we love kitty cat even better.
Yeah.
Morlyn-chan, we so appreciate it. What you done to me. Yes, thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm really glad to hear, you know, everyone's good, how do you call, nice sharing. So, yeah, you know, like aura reading is like, you know, I can see your problems in your aura or chakras. Then sometimes you have problems from last life. You know, you don't know, you know, you can't know the problems from last, you know, past life, you know. So sometimes I really can see the problems from the past life, and then I could help to release their problems. I really feel, oh, my, you know, my, how do you call, my talent can help somebody. So that's my, also my really, how do you call, happiness to do it, you know. So also animal communication is helping to somebody to communicate with pets, you know, their pets. So I think this is really this is really my mission to do for, you know, somebody to help them to communicate or help to release the problems. So I can hear from their, how do you call, experience. So just yeah, just make me happy to hear about,
Definitely.
you know.
He came to say hello.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You can see.
You see, just a little bit.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
You see? He came to say hello. Even the other day, you were talking on
Yeah.
the screen. He came. I think
Yes,
he
yes,
I don't know. He can.
bit shy today. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you for today to sharing us, about your experience. Yeah. I think this one can help for everybody, who is watching this, program to, help somebody one day. So, yeah. Thank you for today.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, thank you for
definitely,
sharing.
I recommend.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Little chan. Yeah. Okay. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, three ladies, they got also really nice programs. So I'm gonna put their information about down there somewhere. So yeah, please get contact about the information of them. Thank you for today.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for
Thank
having
you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.